everyone's excited that we have none other than Billy Procida here at RIEA NYC. A question, what were you doing at the age of 21, the ripe old age of 21? Getting rich. At just 21 years old, Billy Procida garnered his first feature in the New York Times. Since then, he has been profiled in dozens of publications. He's also appeared on several programs, including NBC's Today Show, the New York Times, the New Yorker, Crane's New York Business Journal, and is a regular contributor to Fox News. I don't know if you're not excited, but I am elated. Let's just talk about some past accolades and awards. The New York City Developer of the Year Award, the Governor's Excellence Award in Housing, the Mortgage Bankers Association Man of the Year, Mid-Bronx Desperado Businessman of the Year. And did I mention that our friend Billy is the original apprentice for Donald Trump? I will now hand it over to Billy Procida, and everyone will stand up and give him a very warm RIEA NYC welcome.
Teresa running our construction sites. That's all. Where's Teresa? Yeah, I want you keeping my men moving fast. If I could keep people on schedule like that, I'd be a lot richer. Well, thank you for having me, folks. My firm, Procida Funding and Advisors, provides bridge mezzanine equity in transitional real estate, value-add real estate, bankruptcies, turnarounds. We specialize currently in the $2 to $20 million market, although we will do deals between $1 and $2 million. We've done everything from ski resorts and chemical plants to condos and office buildings and warehouses. I'll take you through just a little bit of background, some projects that over my career are the ones I'm fond of that tell a little bit of a story that also have to do with you all trying to, either you're in the market or you're trying to get in the market or you're trying to get to the next level. So I started out my career in the Tribeca area, and I started out as a contractor. I wasn't on, okay. I started out as a contractor, and I will tell you, if you're doing value-add real estate, particularly buying foreclosures, and I don't care if it's a single-family, two-family home, or you're buying a vacant building, the single most important aspect of real estate is not financing, it is not design, it is not sales and marketing. The number one thing is construction. If you don't bring your project in on budget, on schedule, and a good quality product, it doesn't matter what the market is, because you're not going to hit the market and make the most of it because you don't got the right product. If you don't have the right budget, you ain't going to finish it. I mean, if you don't come in on schedule, you're not going to have enough money to carry it. So anybody doing real value add that involves construction, if you haven't done construction, you will do well to hook up with a good contractor. Now, like most of the stuff in the world, and particularly in our business, even in the best of contractors, you have good and bad. So even if you're talking about building a high-rise, there are guys that build high-rises well, and guys that don't. The second important thing was zoning and architecture. Now, I bought this project in bankruptcy, and I don't know if you can see, but all around it are your typical Bronx two-family brown brick homes. And when I got here, a guy who was purportedly my second cousin 13 times removed was in bankruptcy. And if you see these little brown houses. He had foundations in the ground for 3 6-family homes, as if they were anywhere in the Bronx, without taking into account that he was on the water with beautiful views of the bridge. And he made the mistake of putting foundations in the ground without having the money to finish the building. In fact, he never even had the money to finish paying for the land. I don't know if anybody knows this area by Marina Del Rey, but next door is Preston High School, which is a Catholic girls' high school. And he had bought the money from the nuns with a purchase money mortgage. He defaulted on the mortgage. He had construction liens. And at that point in 1981, there was nothing going on in the Bronx. Nothing. And in the prior slide, I was talking about Tribeca. Well, everything in Tribeca was already expensive. You needed millions of dollars to play in Tribeca. I happened to tie up this whole project with $5 grand for 2 years. Now, what I learned on this project that's relative to the discussion is this guy was going to build 3 6-family brown brick houses with little windows facing this beautiful view. I went to a top-notch architect and found out 2 things. One, he had owned the land under the water called riparian rights, which are usable in the zoning calculation, which as a result, we built 52 condos, Miami style. We built the marina, which was the first condominium in the state of New York. You don't want to just promote your house, you want to promote the neighborhood. Right? You want to be out front. I mean, I was doing graffiti cleanup programs, everything under the sun. I don't think you change the quality of the products. You change the level of the finishes, right? Obviously, you're not putting in sub-zero appliances, but it doesn't mean you have to go for the cheapest piece of crap either. In fact, by the way, let me just go to the core of real estate. If you're doing renovations or new construction. Because I always wonder how really smart folks that do it a long time go bust. It seems logical, right? You would not put a marble bathtub and a sub-zero refrigerator in something you're going to rent for $1,200, right? And the same extreme goes, you wouldn't put a cheap Formica thing and cheap appliances in something you're trying to sell for $1 million. The challenge of our business is everything in the middle, from the doorknobs to the appliances to the tile. Never make decisions linearly. You have to make them all together if you're going to keep on your budget. Because here's what happens. The broker wants everything. I want everything, right? The contractor wants to give you nothing for the budget you got, right? So somewhere in the middle, if I understand your question about how to figure out who to cater to, I would say that you want to cater about a step or 2 above the current neighborhood median, right? Don't expect that you're going to go change the world in one project. Even if you're building 100 units, right? You look at the upper end of the median and you go, okay, I bet you I can get the person who's that much more higher income to move. You're not going to go from here to here.